Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. We are Tuesday the 9th of July 2024, looking at these new Warhammer the Horus Heresy 1/18 scale action figures by Joy Toy. This is these are the Sons of Horus Tartaros Terminator squad and also the Legion Praetor. And we've also had, well, we've had two Legion Praetors already, so this will be interesting to have a look at him. Okay, let's get a quick look at the boxes. So we have the Terminator with lightning claws. Not expecting anything too drastically different to what we've seen previously, but I think I prefer this colour actually to the black or the yellow with the Imperial Fists. We have the Terminator with Heavy Flame and Chain Fist. Again, nothing majorly different. It does look nice though. Next up, we've got the Sergeant. Oh, let's go the other Terminator first. We've got the Terminator, the Bolter, Combi Bolter and Chain Fist. Looks pretty good again. Then we've got the Sergeant with the Volkite Charger. No idea what that is. It's a new one for me. And a Power Sword. No helmeted head. And then we have the Legion Praetor, who looks pretty cool, but he's not a Terminator. Okay, I'm going to box and set them up. I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. Here they all are set up. I've got to say they do look good, but they need more inking and highlighting. The Terminator squad does look really nice, and the Praetor looks pretty good too, but not without an issue or two with his sculpting and articulation from the quick play I've had. Accessories. 0 accessories with the Lightning Claw guy. The guy with the Flamer, Heavy Flamer, comes with a alternate right hand. You want to have him without holding the Flamer. The Sergeant here comes with a reverse to default hands. So default's left gripping, right trigger. He comes with left trigger, right gripping. There is a spare right hand for this guy gripping. And then this guy here has 2 spare hands for some reason. So he has a right fist, I think, and a right gripping is what it looks like. Or a right trigger. He's got a trigger hand anyway. That's a bit. Let me look at that again. That's a bit confusing me now. Let's have a quick look inside this. So he comes with a right fist and another a right trigger. Sorry, he comes default with a right gripping. Okay. Please consider joining the Patreon. Oh, I forgot before I go to Patreon. He also comes with the Praetor, the unhelmeted head we can see here. Just pretty cool. Let's get a bit of light on that. Not bad. So, please consider joining the Patreon. Link on the top right of your screen now. Also in the description. Get to see all the videos before they're published on YouTube. Exclusive content from time to time and prize draws too. You'll also see in the video description below discount links and codes to get your Joy Toy and other 1/18 scale toys, so you can save yourself some money. And it helps this channel too, so it is worth checking out. Okay, close look. Lightning Claw guy. But I'm going to actually come forwards a little bit. I'm going to get all of the guys in the back in the shot, but a bit better for the detail. So, looks nice. You can see there is some inking inside that sort of pipe work there. Comes around here, looks pretty good. Very plain though. You need something on the gold and on the black there. There is inking, but there's nothing really inside the gold. And look how plain those fists are. You want some lines or get a panel line to go through between the fingers. But it does look really nice, I have to say. And he poses really nice as well. But in figures this big is a lot easier. Okay, our Terminator with the Heavy Flamer. He does look nice. Again, you're going to want some panel liner maybe, or something to ink on his power fist in the fingers. Looks good. Heavy Flamer wants some weathering on the end there, but the dry brushing is nice on the metal, which you can sort of make out there. He's a nice looking figure. Done a bit of dry brushing here, which is nice, but they need to do a bit more. But you know, people complain, oh, they should do better on the paintwork, and well, yeah, I do agree, but that also put the cost up. And these are already not cheap, already expensive figures. The Sergeant, it probably looks the best because he got the more of a contrast with the colours. The gun looks fantastic, has to be said. The sword's pretty cool. And the helmeted head. The face is pretty nice as well. Nice details. Does look pretty good. It's a nice looking figure again. Then we got one of the is it combi bolter, and the same power fist or chain fist we saw earlier. Looks good. Combi bolter looks quite nice. Decent looking figure. Again, really looks nice, and this colour is going to match obviously much better with your other Sons of Horus stuff. Very cool. Then our Praetor. Loads going on. Possibly too much going on, but if you're going to copy the mini, you know, you're going to get these sort of things. The face mask looks fantastic like that. The gold skull looks pretty good. The issue we'll see with articulation, these little chains hanging down, are going to really restrict his bicep bend unless you sort of bend them out of the way first. It's got the studs painted. Nice on the cloak, and it's very malleable, so it moves a lot. Nice on the backpack too, backpack as well. It looks good. So let's get an idea of articulation. I will do him, and I will do one of the Terminators, and then look at any differences. So for him, backpack, the nozzles normally, yeah, twist. There's a side to side turn, forwards, backwards, and head, arms all the way around. It's got the ratchets I can hear. There is a nice shoulder roll. Lateral raise though is going to be poor. They should really do that same Terminator system they've got on their shoulders on these ones. Why is the other one better than this one? That makes no sense. I was about the same angle. Bicep bend is the issue because this chain hangs down. You have to fold it sort of out the way to really, or turn the bicep around it to get a better angle. That is just under 90 degrees. This one, I mean, nowhere near 90. Plus that chain there, and it's like you're gonna have to twist this maybe, move that chain, get it up, and now I'm getting more again, but still not close to 90, which is a shame. Trunk, he can turn side to side is really good. Forwards and backwards is really good. Waist can turn sideways, forwards, backwards, so together. Sideways is great. And great, backwards is amazing, and popped him off there. I was about to say you don't get an ugly hole because of that part coming down there. That is back-breakingly good, though that's going to restrict his forwards motion, but I'm telling a lie. He's still getting good forwards. Can't quite sit down. Maybe if I articulate his legs he could. And turning's good. Legs, forwards is not bad, backwards is pretty good. Thigh swivel, double kneecap, not as tight as I would like. I'm telling a lie, still getting a slightly over 90, and the knees aren't so ugly, so that's pretty nice as well. Then the feet is that same system where it's on the ball, so we can turn, we can swivel, we can dorsiflexation, we can tippy toe, and we've got toe articulation too, and it's painted up on the feet, which is nice. Let's give him his gun back. I want my gun! But he's not got his trigger finger hand in, but that's okay. You can see he's a lot smaller than his Terminator brothers there. I think we'll show the Sergeant, since he hasn't got a power fist. Then we'll have a look at one of the power fists just very briefly. Now the heads are going to be the issue because they're inside that armor, so it's a bit hard to get them. You've got fat fingers. But anyway, there's nothing on the back that I can see that articulates. So head, side to side. Oh, that's so hard to turn. He can turn, but that's not easy with my fingers. And here's a forwards, backwards. Shoulders all the way. It's got a really good shoulder roll there. Outwards, if you articulate the pauldron out. In fact, it's not as good as I was hoping it would be. You should get more than that. There we go. You're getting approaching 90 degrees, so better than a lot of the other ones. I think there's an ugly gap here, so you've got to sort of articulate it back. There's a bicep turn they all have, but it's very stiff. There we go. His bicep bend is, should I get more than that? Slightly under 90 because of the sculpting. Is it a double bicep? Okay, there we go. Now getting 90 degrees. His wrist is the same on the ball, so all directions. Trunk, forwards, backwards is good. Side to side is good. Turning is good. Waist, forwards, backwards is good. Side to side is good. Turning is good. So together, forwards, not as good as I would have hoped because the armor gets in the way. Can I twist that? I guess I could twist it. Let's try that now. Yeah, still not great on the forwards. It's okay. Backwards, again, the armor gets in the way. Should be better than that, but never mind. Sideways is not bad. Hips, really good. I was not expecting that. Forwards is nice. Backwards is okay. There's an ugly hip cap there. You can push the hips up and down, by the way, so you can make them taller and shorter. You can twist the hips. There is a double kneecap. With their bulk, I'm really struggling to get more than 90. That's not even 90. That's just very close to 90. You could probably get about 90. Probably get about 90 with a bit of time and practice. And then you can feet turn, swivel, really good tippy toe. Okay, dorsiflexation, toe articulation as a metal joint that's in there. Let's put them up. Then with a power fist, there's not a lot you can do. They turn, and that's pretty much it. Okay, let me just go out a little bit and we'll get the size done. So give me a second, I'll be come back. Okay, size. So I'm using these three. I've got the captain with the hips pulled down, so he's taller. This one hips in normal place, so he's gonna be a bit shorter than the captain. And our Praetor, who doesn't have that articulation. So we'll go to top of the head and top of the actual figure. So the captain to the top of his head is about just a tad over 6 inches. So about 15.2, 15.3 cm. Top of the actual figure is just a little bit under 6.5, or just around, sorry, tell a lie, just over 6.25, about 16 cm. With the legs down, this guy is pretty much 5 3/4 inches, or around about 14.67 cm, and the top of the figure is about 6 inches, so around about 15.2. Then our Praetor, top of the head is about 5.5. He's about 13, maybe 13 and a bit cm. Top of the actual figure, the plumage, is just under 6 inches, just under 15 cm. So let's do a comparison. Okay, so use these three again. First up, a Mark 6 Sons of Horus Tactical Squad member. And as you would expect, he just looks like he's a kid on a day out with his parents. He does look small in comparison, but what does look good is the helmets seem better scaled, the heads seem better scaled, as opposed to it's a bigger figure, let's make a bigger head, you know, or it's got bigger armor, make a bigger head. Well, no, it's the same size person in a Terminator armor, so the head should be the same. So it looks like the scaling's better. This one's not overly sized, so it's pretty good. Next up, let's look at Justerian, I can't remember. Terminator. Again, this is a I'll put his hips down. This is a Sons of Horus one. I've done that. I've managed to pop him out of his what's the word? His trunk out of his body. So I'm gonna just push that back in. Okay, that'll do. So there's a difference. Obviously, it's different armor. I prefer this newer one, Tartaros Terminators. I think, not just the color. I think they look better. But you see, they scale well too. It's pretty good. Let's take him out. Let's take our. I'll leave our Legion in there. Move them across slightly, moving it in the inside. And then what I'll do now, I'll get the two Praetors we've had released previously. So this is the Praetor in non-Terminator armor, who looks a bit more bulky than his fellow Praetor to our right, his left. And then the Praetor in Terminator armor. Just get him here and put his hips down so he's a bit taller. And stick him there. And he's a bigger figure anyway, so he does look on the large size. And his head isn't quite scaled quite as well. His head's a bit large. So we've got a nice lineup of figures. Going to make a fantastic shelf display. I love this matching colours as well. Really gives it a nice sense of cohesion. Very, very cool. Nice figures, nice releases. I am happy with those. I think next, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe the next day, whenever, I'll be making the Space Wolves one. Not sure I've got time tonight. So let me get these guys set up so we can see them all again. They do take up quite a bit of space, especially if we're going to pose them. But they are very, very cool. Okay, this is Awesome Match the Voice signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe, check out the Patreon. I'll see you next video soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.